Imagine, an enormous Boeing 777 jet filled with passengers simply vanishes without a trace. Picture it. The date was March 8th, 2014. The plane was Flight MH370, a colossal Boeing 777, packed to the brim with 239 souls, each with their own stories, dreams, and destinations. Their journey from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, was supposed to be a routine red-eye flight, intended to land in Beijing, China, just 6 hours later. But instead of a safe arrival, a bewildering mystery unfolded. A modern airliner, equipped with the latest technology, was suddenly and inexplicably missing. We live in an era where a simple click can reveal our location to anyone in the world, yet a massive airplane, one of the marvels of modern technology, disappeared without leaving a trace. No distress signal, no mayday call, just an eerie silence. The last words from the cockpit were hauntingly ordinary. "Good night, Malaysian 370. Those were the final words heard from Flight MH370. The disappearance of Flight MH370 isn't just about a missing airplane. It's about 239 people who boarded a plane expecting to land in Beijing, but never did. It's about the families left in anguish, clinging to the hope of some news, any news, about their loved ones. The sudden loss of contact, the silence from the cockpit, the absence of wreckage. Each aspect of this story adds a new layer of mystery to the disappearance of Flight MH370. In this age of advanced technology and constant communication, how can a flight just vanish off the radar? How can it leave no trace, no clue, no hint of what might have happened? This conundrum has baffled experts, intrigued mystery solvers, and touched hearts worldwide. It's a mystery that has turned into a global quest for answers. A quest that, despite the passing of time, remains as urgent and as haunting as ever. In the blink of an eye, Flight MH370 seemed to have evaporated into thin air. And thus begins our deep dive into one of the most perplexing mysteries of the 21st century. Flight MH370 embarked on a journey that would deviate far from its planned route. Departing from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in the early hours of March 8th, 2014, the Boeing 777 was set to land in Beijing, China, after a roughly 6-hour flight. However, a mere 40 minutes post-takeoff, the aircraft made its first unexpected move. It veered off its northeastern course, turning westward towards the Strait of Malacca. This deviation was alarmingly far from the original flight path, and it was the first hint that something was amiss. It's here that our tale takes a dark turn, as the transponder ceased to function, rendering the plane virtually invisible to commercial radar. Its last known location, according to military radar, was over the Andaman Sea, nearly 1,000 kilometers off course. Yet the mystery deepens. The aircraft continued to communicate with a satellite operated by Inmarsat, a British telecommunications company. These handshakes, as they're called, suggested that Flight MH370 continued to fly for approximately 7 more hours after losing contact with air traffic control. Now let's be clear, these satellite handshakes don't provide a precise location, but they do allow for 2 possible paths along what's known as the 7th arc. The plane could have headed north, towards Central Asia, or south, into the vast, open Indian Ocean. Despite extensive search efforts, neither the plane nor its 239 passengers and crew have ever been found. The question that haunts us to this day is, where could the flight have ended up after those additional 7 hours in the sky? The plane had veered off course and vanished into the vast, uncharted abyss. As we delve deeper into this mystery, we are left grappling with more questions than answers. The disappearance of Flight MH370 is a chilling reminder of how even in our modern, technologically advanced age, some things can still seemingly disappear without a trace. A multinational search commenced, covering a vast and formidable expanse of ocean. The disappearance of Flight MH370 was not just a Malaysian tragedy, but a global one. It was a mystery that beckoned the world to unite, to seek answers that were hidden somewhere in the deep, blue abyss. Countries from all corners of the globe rallied together in the search. Australia, China, the United States, and several others sent their best ships, planes, and personnel to scour the ocean. The search area was a daunting 120,000 square kilometers, a zone identified through meticulous calculation and speculation based on the plane's last known coordinates. The challenges faced by the search teams were immense. Imagine a search field so vast, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack the size of a city. The ocean, with its unpredictable currents and depths reaching up to 7 kilometers, was a formidable opponent. Search teams grappled with poor visibility, treacherous weather, and the sheer scale of the task at hand. In addition to the physical hurdles, the search was also a race against time. With each passing day, the chances of finding the plane's black box decreased. This device, also known as the flight data recorder, was crucial as it could provide invaluable insights into the plane's final moments. However, the black box's locator beacon had a battery life of roughly 30 days. After that, finding it would become exponentially more difficult. Despite these immense challenges, the international community remained undeterred, tirelessly scanning the ocean surface, diving to the seabed, and analyzing satellite imagery. Yet, the initial search yielded no significant findings. No wreckage, no black box, no definitive answers. It was as if the ocean had swallowed Flight MH370 whole, leaving behind only a trail of questions and theories. The search for MH370 was a testament to the indomitable human spirit, our relentless pursuit for truth, and our ability to come together in times of adversity. Yet for all the determination and resources deployed, the mystery of Flight MH370 remained unsolved. Despite the tremendous effort and resources deployed, the ocean kept its secret tightly guarded. Over a year later, the ocean began to reveal fragments of its secret. After the disappearance of Flight MH370, the world waited in anticipation, and the wait was indeed a long one. Over a year after the unfortunate event, the shores of the Indian Ocean started to yield the first shreds of evidence. These were not just any fragments, but parts of the aircraft that once held 239 passengers and crew members. The discovery was a confirmation of the inevitable. The plane had crashed, but the exact location remained elusive. The ocean, it seemed, was still holding on to its secret. The debris found was scattered across a vast expanse, from the shores of Madagascar to the coast of South Africa. Among them was a flaperon, a part of the aircraft's wing, discovered on the French island of Réunion. This piece of evidence was significant. It was the first tangible proof that MH370 had indeed met its untimely end in the waters of the Indian Ocean. However, these fragments did more than just confirm the crash. They sparked a debate, a discussion about the plane's final moments. Experts began to analyze the debris, their condition, their location, everything that could give away clues. Was the plane intact when it hit the water, or did it break up in the air? Did it land with force or glide gently into the ocean? Each piece of debris held potential answers, and yet they also raised more questions. The fragments of Flight MH370 offered a glimmer of truth, a peek into the final chapters of a journey that ended in tragedy. But they were just that, fragments. They were pieces of a puzzle that was far from complete. They were shreds of evidence that hinted at the plane's fate, but the full narrative, the complete understanding of what happened on that fateful day, remained shrouded in mystery. The fragments offered a glimmer of truth, but the full story remained shrouded in mystery. With so many questions unanswered, theories and speculations began to swirl. The disappearance of Flight MH370 is an enigma, a puzzle with pieces that refuse to fit neatly together. As the search continued and the mystery deepened, several theories emerged in an attempt to explain the unexplainable. One theory that has gained traction is the idea of pilot suicide. This theory posits that the plane's captain or co-pilot may have deliberately crashed the aircraft into the ocean. However, those who knew the pilots personally have vehemently denied this possibility, painting a picture of dedicated professionals who loved their jobs. Then, there's the theory of a hijacking gone wrong. Some believe that the plane was taken over by someone with nefarious intentions. The sudden change in the flight path, the turned-off transponders, they all seem to support this idea. But again, no concrete evidence has been found to confirm this speculation. And of course, we cannot ignore the possibility of a catastrophic mechanical failure. Despite the Boeing 777's impressive safety record, some suggest that a sudden, catastrophic event may have rendered the plane uncontrollable, leading to its eventual plunge into the ocean. Every theory, Each speculation added a new layer to the enigma that is Flight MH370. As the years pass, the mystery continues to baffle experts and laymen alike, leaving us all to wonder, what really happened to Flight MH370? The disappearance of Flight MH370 is more than just a mystery. It's a human tragedy. The heart-wrenching ordeal faced by the victims' families has spurred a global dialogue on aviation safety and tracking regulations. As a result, significant changes have been instituted worldwide, pushing for increased transparency and improved safeguards. This poignant legacy of MH370 serves as a stark reminder of the urgency for advancements in flight technology and safety measures. As we continue to seek answers, we remember the lives lost and the lessons learned from the disappearance of Flight MH370.